We've explored distant galaxies, sent robots to Mars, and photographed black holes. But there is a place on Earth so deep, so extreme, that we barely understand it.
And near the end of this video, you'll discover why scientists believe it could change how we understand life itself. Stay with me, because what was discovered in the deepest part of the Mariana Trench shocked researchers, and it shouldn't even be possible.
This is Orbit of Knowledge.
Today, we descend nearly 11 kilometers into the darkest place on Earth. The Mariana Trench lies in the western Pacific Ocean. It stretches over 2,500 kilometers long. At its deepest point, Challenger Deep, the ocean reaches nearly 11,000 meters. If you dropped Mount Everest into it, its peak would still be underwater. But here's where it gets extreme. At that depth, the pressure is over 1,000 times stronger than at sea level, enough to crush most submarines instantly.
Sunlight never reaches. Temperatures hover just above freezing. Total darkness, total silence.
And for decades, scientists believed nothing could survive there. They were wrong.
When deep-sea expeditions finally reached the trench, they found something unexpected: life. Strange translucent creatures, bioluminescent organisms glowing, and microbes surviving without sunlight, feeding on chemicals from the Earth's crust. This discovery changed everything, because if life can survive here in crushing pressure, freezing cold, and total darkness, where else could it exist?
But what scientists discovered next was even more disturbing. When researchers studied samples from the Mariana Trench, they found microplastics. Human pollution in the deepest natural point on Earth. Even this untouched abyss has been reached by human activity.
You might think the trench is isolated and protected, but it is not. And that changes how we see our planet. The Mariana Trench helps scientists understand how tectonic plates move, how earthquakes and tsunamis form, how extreme ecosystems evolve. Some scientists even believe that studying deep-sea life could help us search for organisms on icy moons like Europa.
The deepest ocean may help us understand the universe. Remember the promise from the beginning? Why could this trench change how we understand life? Because it proves something powerful. Life is far more adaptable than we ever imagined.
If it can survive crushing pressure and eternal darkness, then the universe may be full of possibilities, and we may have only scratched the surface. Think about this. We have mapped distant galaxies billions of light years away, yet parts of our own planet remain unexplored. The Mariana Trench reminds us that some of the greatest mysteries are not above us in the stars, but beneath us in the deep. But here's something even more fascinating. We've only explored a tiny fraction of the Mariana Trench. In fact, scientists estimate that more than 80% of the world's oceans remain unmapped and unexplored. Think about that. On a planet we've lived on for thousands of years, most of the deep ocean is still a mystery. New robotic explorers are now being developed, machines capable of surviving crushing pressure for longer periods of time. These missions could reveal entire ecosystems we've never seen, new species unlike anything on Earth, unknown geological processes. And here's something even more incredible. Some scientists believe that studying life in the Mariana Trench could prepare us to search for life beneath the icy crust of distant moons. Because if life can survive here, in freezing darkness and crushing pressure, then maybe it can survive in even harsher environments.
And maybe the Mariana Trench is more than just a deep crack in the ocean floor. Maybe it's a reminder that even on our own planet, there are worlds we haven't discovered.
Entire ecosystems evolving in silence. Creatures adapting in total darkness. Life thriving under pressure that would instantly crush us.
And yet, we walk on the surface every day believing we understand the world. But the deeper we explore, whether into space or into the ocean, the stranger reality becomes. The Mariana Trench teaches us something profound. The unknown is not empty, it is waiting.
Waiting to be explored. Waiting to surprise us, waiting to expand our understanding of what is possible.
Subscribe to Orbit of Knowledge, because the more we explore, the more extraordinary reality becomes. Subscribe and journey beyond the edge of understanding.